You built a body people are afraid of, and somehow it made your life smaller. Not bigger, smaller. Before any of this, you are a number on a casting sheet. A headshot in a stack. You sit in plastic chairs under fluorescent light and red lines to people who are already looking past you. Small roles. Forgettable roles. The kind where your face is on screen for 11 seconds and nobody clips it. You play the jaw, the background, the almost. You drive home in silence more times than you can count. And every night the same question follows you in. Am I actually good enough for this? Nobody answers. So you show up again anyway. Then the call comes. Not a callback. A character. A specific kind of human being the world has never actually met. And somehow they think it might be you. So you begin. 5 in the morning. Dark city. Food measured in grams. Sleep traded for muscle. You do things to your body that your body never asked for, and you do them again the next day and the day after that. You find the place past quitting. The place most people never reach because they mistake discomfort for a signal to stop. You learn it's not. You learn discomfort is just the entrance fee. You don't build a body like this. You trade pieces of your life for it. One meal at a time. One missed moment at a time. One version of yourself at a time. 250 pounds. Dense. The kind of mass that takes months to build and belongs to a schedule, not to you. People start looking at you like you're something that needs to justify its size. Not a person. A visual. Discipline isn't strength. It's control. And sometimes it controls you back. The show premieres and the world decides overnight who you are. Not who you've been. Not the years of plastic chairs and silence. Just this image. This silhouette. This character who walks through problems and comes out the other side without a mark on him. Your phone doesn't stop. Names you recognized for years suddenly know yours. Every room recalibrates when you walk in. Feels good. For about a week. Then you realize they don't see you anymore. They see what you replaced yourself with. You became so good at being him that your original self started to feel like a rumor. Something you heard about once. Someone you used to know. Reacher doesn't doubt. Reacher doesn't hesitate. Reacher doesn't lie awake at 3 in the morning wondering if any of it is real. You do. Everyone has an opinion about your body now. Strangers run measurements. They compare you to a panel and debate what's missing, what's earned, what's real. They say it all in the same breath and mean none of it about you, because they're not talking about you. They're talking about the idea you happen to be standing inside of. The expectation has a shape now, and every morning you have to climb back inside it. You miss meals with your family to make call time. You miss your kids' moments to maintain a physique that belongs to the show, not to you. Nobody clips that part. Nobody makes a compilation of what it costs off-screen. They want the mountain, not the map of everything you leveled to build it. Here is what nobody tells you about being the strong one. People stop asking if you're okay. Not because they don't care, because you don't look like someone who's allowed to break. The size of you becomes a verdict, and nobody appeals a verdict that convenient, so you stop offering it. The softness, the doubt. You learn to carry things in silence because silence is what the role requires, and the role doesn't come off at the end of the day. It follows you home. It sits at the dinner table. Your wife sees through it. Your children see through it. But the camera doesn't, and the camera is always somewhere. There are nights you sit with the version of yourself that existed before any of this, before the weight, before the name, before the world decided what you were for, and you check if he's still there. Sometimes he answers. Sometimes you just sit in the dark with nothing. What does it mean to become someone else so completely that you have to work to remember your own name? Not the name on the call sheet. Not the one fans say in hallways. The one that existed before any of this wanted anything from you. You believe in the work, that part was always real. But somewhere between who you were and who they need you to be, there is a line. And some mornings you can't find it. You became someone else so completely that your original self feels like a rumor. A story someone told you about a man who used to exist. And you're not sure whether to grieve him or be grateful he got out of the way. You ask yourself, if the show ends tomorrow, if the contract dissolves, if the world moves on, who is standing there in the gym at 5 in the morning when there's no reason to be? You hope it's still you. Legacy is a strange word. People use it like a gift, like something you collect and hand down. Living inside it feels less like a gift and more like a contract you signed before you understood the terms. You will be remembered as the size, the stillness, the certainty, the character who makes the hard thing look frictionless. Maybe that's enough. Maybe giving people something to believe in, even a fictional version of strength, is worth the invisible labor, the years of silence, the version of yourself you set aside so the other one could exist. But on the quiet days, between seasons, between the noise, between who you are and what they need, you know what it actually took? Not the training, the real cost, the version of you that had to become very, very still so the rest of it could be loud. They see the strength. They see the result. They never meet the version of you that had to disappear for all of it to exist.